the greatest wrestling match ever.
Charlotte Flair!
It's basically Nitro.
Hey, 16 alive!
2K! Main event Dewdrop.
You beat Okada.
Or Dave.
Perk Angle!
So when are we starting this podcast?
Two Marks Pod.
Half not a work. It's a work, shoot, work, brother. HH.
Well, we're live, pal.
You want me to tear down everything and make people hate me?
Yeah, sure.
That's what you want.
Sure,
You
do
want
that.
me to just... Cody Rhodes sucks balls, go to hell, la 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 la. No, not really. I'm a big Cody mark. But if you wanted to piss the people off, that's what you would do, apparently. Just... lol, no story. Are we live, pal?
Yeah, we've been live for a second.
Oh, we're live, pal? Did you get the part where I mentioned dynamite and what that means?
No, go ahead. Go ahead and reiterate that.
Okay. Well, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. And Tony Khan has a huge announcement where he'll tell us something we already fucking knew because we all have Twitter. There you go.
And there
The
you go.
Young Bucks changed their music after I was talking about how I'm gonna bury it at Dynamite. They got new music, and now I'm kind of actually sad.
Oh, really? You know more about it than I do,
They
then.
got... Yeah, right? Yeah, who's the Mark now? Mark?
Well, both
don't
of us, apparently. What's
Yeah,
their
they
new
got
music?
like discount Roman Reigns music.
Oh, yeah? Did they hold the one up?
No, I don't think they do that.
That's pretty disappointing, honestly.
They should, because that was their thing before it was his, right? The one suite, right?
Did they do the one sweep?
I don't
That
know.
sounds
I
vaguely
don't like
familiar.
the Young Bucks.
You do and you don't.
One suite was the seasons.
Your
Yeah.
camera's going.
Do you want me to explain
Your
it
mic,
on
I
the
mean.
pod for content?
Yeah, sure.
What?
Your mic was going in and out there.
How I like hate them?
Well, I mean, from what I can tell,
And
and
then,
correct me if I'm wrong.
Like I also
Hello?
don't, because I...
Can you hear me, or
Yeah.
are you just talking over me?
No, I hear you.
All right. From what I understand, you just like Young Bucks in the context of New Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
You want to go further in that?
I don't know, they're just annoying, but that's kind of their gimmick some of the time, I guess. So I guess it just works on me, but at the same time, they're just annoying little pricks, and I feel like that's a shoot, and yeah, I just don't like them that much. I don't know. But then again, I'm an annoying little prick too, so maybe there's something to that, but
Well,
fuck the Young Bucks.
There you go.
FTR, CM FTR for life.
Uh-huh.
I'm a CM Punk mark. There
Okay.
you go.
All right. So I think that you were already.
I should be watching CM Punk live in the arena in a week and a half or whatever the fuck at Dynamite. But now he's in WWE and I'm fucking pissed, okay? Fuck the Young Bucks.
I feel like you were kind of on the fence about the Young Bucks at one point, and then when all of the brawl out at All Out and everything with Punk happened, you just had to hard choose Punk's side, and because you already were kind of 50-50 on the Bucks to begin with.
Yep. Yeah, no, that about sums it up. That's a lot
Or you
less
were-
entertaining way of putting it.
Oh
but
yeah, I just that's where I'm play-by-play, you're color. Now you might disagree with that, but I really think that's where we're how we work best. Because I set you up for something,
Oh.
and then you either put it over colorfully or bury the shit out of it. Preferably the latter.
That's right, JR. I just do Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
That's right, JR.
Did you watch TNA?
No, I didn't watch TNA because they pissed me off too.
Yeah,
sort of.
that's what I was
TNA
gonna
didn't
hold
piss
on.
me
I was
off.
gonna. That's the big news, right? The big news coming out of TNA this week. Simon Gotch was on Impact.
Really? I
Yeah.
think I did see that somewhere. Damn it, you're trying to convince me to watch TNA now. What ass backwards shit is this? The hell?
Yeah. I just saw the clip actually right before we went live. Um, like, Canada Weapon Man, as you put it, Josh Alexander was
Yeah.
walking around the
I
ring
like
after a
Canada Weapon
match.
Man.
Yeah, I do too. He was walking around the ring after a match, and he got attacked by a fan, quote unquote, with like a face mask on, like a medical mask and a hat, and then he takes it off. But the camera's like at his back, so they had to like swap cameras kind of awkwardly, and it wasn't a great shot, honestly. Production kind of missed it a little bit, in my opinion. But that's just me being critical, and I don't really know anything. How about you?
I didn't watch because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you like Simon Gotch?
I mean,
Or do you just like his shoot
what has he
interviews?
done besides? That's what I was gonna. You're just wanting to mention
Do
Simon
it.
Gotch, Barry, Enzo Amore. Okay,
Yeah. Go ahead.
that's nice. I don't know. He did the vaudevillain thing with the other guy in an NXT, and then he did Simon Gotch, Barry's Enzo Amore, and then what the fuck else has he done? I don't
He
fucking
was
know.
in the faction in MLW with Jacob Fatu, called Contra.
MLW. What the
Yeah,
hell is that? I've never heard of that.
I actually watched that show pretty
What's
regularly
in
for a while.
What's an MLW? That's that place that loses like all their top stars
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
nobody watches.
I mean, MJF, Hammerstone, Jacob Fatu. Um, Anybody else? Tom Lawler.
They did the War Games before it was cool, right?
Yeah, they did. Nobody else did it before them.
They had the MJF before it was cool and the Hammerstone before it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't watch that shit.
I don't either. I used to though. I was a regular watcher for a little while. But actual Impact, TNA Impact news.
Okay, I watched a couple.
I was shit posting a little bit there. But actual TNA news. Scott D'Amore got fucking fired, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch.
Any more
Because he
thoughts on
seemed
that?
to be like he was actually rebuilding the brand. And then like they relaunched TNA and it's like, oh cool, TNA's back. I'm gonna check this out. And then they have some banger matches and stuff. Nick Nemeth shows up. Sweet, TNA's rolling. I come on this little pod and tell you to watch TNA every week. And then in typical LOL TNA fashion, Anthem fires the guy that's been making it all happen. What the hell? So no, I didn't watch.
You think that's the final nail? Probably not. TNA just doesn't die, but
Probably not. They'll be fine. It's just one of those like, man,
I'm not sure they will be fine.
the heck are we doing?
My understanding is that he's been like running that place on a shoestring budget, making basically no money outside of their international TV deals. Everything else is probably a loss leader, if I had to guess. Again, not
So
that I
you
know
also
anything.
listened to the Conrad podcast
Yes!
this week.
And I listened. I remember I heard Sean Ross Sapp talking about it, and he mentioned that he had heard that, or either he mentioned or the other guy that he does his podcast with that actually owns Fightful, Jimmy Van. That's his name.
Jimmy Van, yeah.
I like Jimmy actually.
What's that show? The Hump. That's what they
Hump.
call that for some reason. I'll bury that. I won't bury the people, but I'll bury like why is everything got to be the Hump and the Humper? I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason.
There is, but anyways,
I don't like it though. We should
because
call our
they do it on
podcast
Hump
Two
Day,
Marks
but...
Hump. Wait, no.
Marks.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, way to fucking just bury
thanks,
me,
folks.
I guess. Goddamn.
Thanks, folks. Let's that's the podcast. 2 Marks Hump. See us next week.
Damn.
On
He buried the shit
I
out
should
of
probably
me.
edit that. Fuck. Anyways,
And we're live, pal.
We're still live. We're still live. I'm not fucking. I'll just edit it in post, probably. I don't know. Can I say that? I don't even know.
I don't even know what you said that you're so worried about, honestly.
I'm
but whatever it
probably
is, who
freaking out
cares?
over nothing. I mean, you said balls like right after I clicked starting recording, so I don't know if YouTube counts that as a curse.
Balls is fine. What's wrong with balls? The Miz
Nothing.
does the balls taunt, and you love it.
Yeah. Did you see the Uganda wrestling thing?
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
right. The Miz does stuff.
Hello?
I've seen a couple people on Twitter talking about it, but
Yeah, I heard people talking about it, and then I didn't see the clip until like literally this morning. And let me tell you, dudes be bumping. They're doing all
dudes be bumping.
kinds of sick fucking flips and moves and shit. And it's just some dudes in Uganda wrestling in a mud pit, pretty much. But they're doing fucking scoop slams and crazy spears and all kinds of shit. Just really going ham. It was actually really entertaining.
Damn.
You should get on your phone and look at that real fast. Look that up real fast. While I
We're supposed to watch Nitro or whatever.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Ugandan Knuckles Wrestling.
No, that's not okay. It was called SGW, I think, Soft Ground Wrestling. Something like that. SGW.
I typed in Uganda and wrestling, and Kamala came up.
Oh,
there you go.
That was the plan
That's the
all
Ugandan
along.
wrestling report. That's yeah.
In like less than fun news, the Ashley Mazzaro thing, the Ashley Mazzaro story resurfaced. Before this little bit, were you familiar with that story?
Vaguely.
I had heard about it a few years ago. I can't remember.
Just vaguely.
From who? I think it was like secondhand told from like Jimmy Hart or something. Really heartbreaking stuff. If you know, you know. If you don't, if you have the stomach, look into it. But it seems like it's since it's shown back up again, it's being presented like it's probably real, and I hope that everybody in her family, like her daughter and whatnot, sees justice and move on to try to move on to a little more positive stuff here. Did you see Raw? You saw some of Raw, right?
Did I? Heck, I don't even remember.
I know, it feels like
what was on Raw?
So Cody and Seth cut a promo again. Drew came out.
Oh yeah.
And Drew's wearing a God, what? He had a nut. Oh, he had the shirt that's the fucking gravestone meme. Pointing at CM Punk's main event on a gravestone.
Yeah.
And that's on a shirt now.
That's right.
And in my notes here, it just says, Drew's shirt, comma, give him the belt.
Why? That's all it takes for you? It's a really bad t-shirt?
I was an AEW fan for a long time. Yes, all it takes is a t-shirt for me to want you to put a belt on somebody.
Now who's burying AEW?
Hey, anyway, let's see here. I didn't write any more specific notes about the promo, other than I liked Drew's shirt and we should give him the belt. We'll talk more about Cody and Seth in a minute here. It looks like Jey Uso is going to challenge Gunther officially now. What do you think about that?
Sweet. Jey Uso is good, and he's over, and he does the arm thing, and everybody loves it, and yeet. And that's all you need.
Yeet. Let's see here.
And I just shit on you for putting a guy in the main event for having a t-shirt, and I did the same thing, but he also does arm.
He also does what? You cut out.
I don't know. What? Oh, I buried you for the Drew McIntyre T-shirt being enough to put him in the main event for you, and then I basically just did the same thing but with Jey Uso, and he also has does the arm thing.
Yes.
So,
Cody had the
yeah.
bull rope match with Shinsuke on Monday, which again feels like forever ago already. It was pretty
Yeah, I didn't
bloody,
make it that far.
actually.
Was it?
I saw the clips. Yeah, no, like both guys were like bleeding. I don't know if it was like mouth capsules or what, but it was a good little bit of blood, especially for modern Monday Night Raw. And then
I mean, yeah, anytime they do something different.
then Drew beat him down after the match. Once again, I'll
I
say give
did
him the
see
belt.
that. Yeah, I did see that. And then we had a press conference later in the week.
Yeah, hold on. We'll get there. We'll get there. I got one more note that I wanted to talk about on Raw. We're gonna do Mommy and Nia Jax in Australia.
Yep. Did you know Nia Jax was born in Australia?
I do have that in the notes. I'd never heard
That's
that
right.
before though. Where is she billed from when she enters the ring? Because it's not fucking
Do they
Australia.
even? Well,
Yeah,
no. Your guess is as good as mine, pal. I don't pay attention to that stuff half the time.
I
Let's
normally
find
do, but
out.
I don't know.
She's billed from San Diego, California, according to Wikipedia. And they're never wrong.
And they're never wrong. Let's see here. NXT notes. Did you watch the NXT pay-per-view, right? Last Sunday? That's a week ago as of recording.
Yes and no. I wound up having some other stuff happen while it was on. It was on my TV while it was live,
Yeah.
and I saw a lot of it.
I watched
But
like the first half live, and then then the rest of the show in chunks. I thought it was okay. Honestly, I want to be positive about NXT in general, but like I did not off the top of my head, I explicitly didn't care for the Joe Gacy Dijak match. Um, like there's a spot where Dijak
that match
just
was like
people loved it. There's people online who were
it was
like,
good. What the fuck?
Santi, whatever, how you ever pronounce his name, the TikTok guy, was like, oh, Dijak just doesn't have a bad PLE match. And I was just like, oh, really? Fucking, I wasn't into it.
It was good.
He absolutely ate shit on that table spot. And not in a good way. It looked like his fucking elbow
Yes, he
stabbed the
did,
table.
and it was good.
And then after that, he immediately got
Well,
up
yeah.
2 seconds later, and I'm not trying to be like this fucking in-ring critic or anything, because I'm just a mark and I don't know shit. But like,
Yeah, you are. That's what this podcast is. Bury stuff.
bury shit. I'm burying it. All right. He fucking eats shit in what could have been like just the fucking most awful table bump of all time, and then 15 seconds later, he's up doing crazy shit in the ring. Not even that, I don't think.
Yeah.
And that was like,
Okay.
that happened multiple times throughout the night. But I wasn't into the match. I'm not into Joe Gacy, and I'm really not more so not into Joe Gacy than I am not into Dijak. Like Dijak's fine. He usually has pretty good matches. I'll say that. I just wasn't into this one. I never liked the Feast Your Eyes thing. I feel like they've changed his name like 15 times. Now it's just Dijak, which is probably the best situation. But
yeah.
I think that they probably just should have gave him a completely different name to start with. Because they've changed, like they literally changed it like
you know
4
what?
times.
They should have named him after a thing. They should have called him like T-Bar and put him in a mask. That would have worked. Is that what you want?
God, I wasn't even thinking about fucking T-Bar either.
Yep. And then he took
Jesus.
the mask off and he was still T-Bar and it was weird. And he worked main event for like ever. And he had some like good 2-minute matches on main event, which is weird to say because like how the fuck does that happen? But I don't know, he's just a big bastard and I feel like he could be used better.
Yeah, he's a big dude who's crazy athletic. And he'll come out, like 2 minutes feels like a great way to feature him because he'll come out, do something crazy, you'll go, wow, that was amazing, and then the match will be over. God, I don't mean to say, like,
He's good.
I feel
And
like
he's
the
in
best thing he
NXT.
did,
And there you go.
I feel like the best thing he did for me, in my opinion, was like the series of matches he did with Keith Lee, which I know are just a redo of the matches he did on the Indies with Keith Lee, because they're great buddies or something. I don't know. And besides the Keith Lee jerk-off matches, which I thought were, again, were very good, but mostly because I saw something in Keith Lee and not because I saw something in Dijak. Man, I'm really just taking the shovel to this guy. Holy
you really
shit.
don't like Dijak, do you?
Have I not
What
done
do you
this
got
bit with
against
you
Dijak?
before? It's not even a bit. I'm actually serious. And I mean that like as respectfully as possible, I guess.
I like Dijak.
I don't get it. It's not for me. And I like him way more than I like Joe Gacy. So just to tell you,
I like Joe Gacy.
I do not care for Joe Gacy at all. So they brought him in as like this. I hated his gimmick when they brought him in, just to cut it short. It was like supposed to
leader thing.
It was a cult leader thing, but it was also supposed to be just the same way Retribution was. Oh, we're riffing on like leftists or something. And it's like, okay, I don't even want to fucking
What?
Yeah. It was like supposed to be a play on like fucking this let me gather my thoughts. Like this idea that like everyone needs to smile and everyone gets a trophy, and like that idea that like the fucking right has of the left or the left has of the right. I don't even know. I try not to keep fucking track. And like he was just doing all this weird shit.
That's not how I took it.
I don't know. I don't care for it. He felt like a weirder Bray Wyatt, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. And now I still think that, but now he's like,
I mean,
goofy?
it is hard to have a creepy bastard gimmick when, yeah.
There's just somebody doing it better.
Yeah.
I liked I
was.
like grizzled young vets, or at least I like Gibson. I forget his first name. The promo guy from Grizzled Young Vets. So when he had them with him, I was kind of into it a little bit. But not really.
The Rock's daughter.
And The Rock's daughter, yeah, and she's great. She's great. Fuck all the people being assholes to The Rock's daughter, by the way.
Yeah,
that's dumb.
Just be an asshole to The Rock. Get it right.
Exactly. Fuck. I'm
joking.
Gross and inappropriate.
I'm joking. I also was an asshole to The Rock, but not like some people.
Yeah. Anyway,
they were taking it way too far. Anyway.
So yeah, I wasn't. This whole thing was just to talk about the NXT pay-per-view, and I've just been burying Dijak.
Yeah, this is now an NXT takeover.
NXT podcast.
This is where I'm like, why do you not like Dijak? Can we just dive into that for an hour?
Jeez, that's its own whole side thing. So now I'm done burying Joe Gacy and Dijak.
Wrong with Dijak?
I've already said everything I have to say about it.
He's
like,
good.
He's a moves guy. I like what he's doing right now, where it's like Sin City.
Okay.
I like that. But I still don't like the feast your eyes thing is just weird, like, and I don't get it. It's
Punisher.
It's just a thing that he says. He's not Punisher, he's Sin City. Did you not fucking see that?
Well, you can't. You be like multiple things. That's how you rip off stuff in wrestling the best, damn it.
It was cool when he broke his finger and flicked the camera off. That was fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
He's
just a badass. That's all I need to know, man.
Yeah, that's actually the coolest thing he ever did.
I'm also biased though, because I watch the MXM streams and he's in there sometimes. So.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nothing against him as a person, obviously. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and yeah. No, yeah, I get that. Nothing against the person. I get you.
I cut you off there. I'm sorry.
No, I was just kind of doing my "That's Right, JR" bit, so you're good.
Okay, you were talking about him being on the streams with the MXM guys, and you cut out.
Yeah, and I'm biased, and I don't know, I like him. He seems cool.
All right, well, I agree. I just don't. I don't even want to say I don't love his wrestling because, like I said, he's does cool moves, but like that's kind of the beginning and end of it for me a little bit. And then like I kind of like his current gimmick. Besides the feast your eyes thing, I just think is weird and I don't understand it. It's just a thing that he does.
Yeah, that's
There's
just a slogan he has. I don't really know why either, but
and also I hate his
I don't
finish.
watch.
I hate his finish. That's another thing. I don't even know if it's still his finish,
What?
but he does the fucking. I think he does the GTH, where it's like burning hammer position into a fucking V trigger or whatever.
He does do that. That is called Feast Your Eyes, I think,
Yes,
actually, yeah.
I don't like that move.
Uh,
I think
yeah.
it's an okay. I heard it's like okay, but like that's another thing.
There's a
If I
few
don't,
people doing it.
yeah, if I don't like your move, it's hard for
Yeah.
me to get into you. Also, you know what I mean. Anyway, we need to move on. We've been on fucking Dijak for way too long. But no. And then
No, this is good. Dijak deserves more airtime, brother.
Sure, yeah. Try to win me over. I dare you. Also, they did the
Hard to
big.
do when you don't watch the whole show, though.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Also, they did the big angle with Carmelo Hayes turning on Trick Williams. Feel
Yeah,
like
they did.
they've set that up forever ago, right?
Yep,
In a
seen
good
that
way.
coming a mile away, but it was good.
Yeah, both those guys got big futures. I like both those guys. And then on the NXT show this week, they did Dijak versus Dragunov, hilariously enough. And in the finish
I
of the
feel like if you watched that, you would have liked it. Probably. I didn't see it, but
I saw
that
most of
feels
it.
like a match you would be.
I saw most of it. The finish of the
Yeah.
match saw Dijak selling to the apron from the ring, and then as he looks over the apron, and he kind of like lifts it up a little bit as he's like kind of selling, and then fucking Joe Gacy sticks his head out comically from under the ring and uses a stick with a boxing glove on it to punch Dijak, and then laugh cartoonishly and slide back under the ring like he's on a skateboard or something. He was on some kind of rope and pulley mechanism under the ring, and he slides smoothly back under the ring, and the apron falls
Yeah.
back down.
So
And
is
then-
Joe Gacy just like the NXT?
Hello? You cut out.
Is Joe Gacy like just the NXT version of like a Joker or something? Is that where we're?
That sure feels like it. I don't know, but like it really just doubled down
'Cause,
on
like-
me not caring for Joe Gacy.
Yeah, because like I didn't see them as like we're gonna make fun of the leftists gimmick. It was like he's from like a mental institution or something, and it's like he's all cracked up on like drugs and I'm so happy, and he's just a crazy dude. And then he had like the crazy cult where he's like, yeah, be in my happy funhouse club.
I'll say
And
this.
then he had the grizzled vets and the rock daughter, and they were all just on the Kool-Aid, so to speak, but not, because we can't do that.
I'll say
That's
this
how I
much.
took it.
I definitely didn't see enough of it in the beginning for it to win me over. To be fair to all parties involved.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Anyway, Dragunov beats Dijak with the H-bomb. Can't wait to use that in the next 2K game, hopefully. Then Carmelo Hayes attacks Dragunov post-match, so I guess we're doing that again. I don't know if Trick is just like written off TV now or what. And also they announced that they're going to do the Wolf Dogs, Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, versus the
That's their
fucking...
name?
Yeah, that's the Wolf Dogs, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't catch that?
No, I didn't know that they had a name.
No, yeah. So like they did. This is like at the beginning of the tournament. or so, and they're like doing an interview backstage, and Braun kind of jokingly calls them the Wolf Dogs, and Corbin's like, "What did you just call us?" And it's like this whole thing of like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I just call us? That name that you just said?"
That sounds like it works though.
It kind of did. It kind of did. I'm not gonna lie.
That sounds like it works actually.
But yeah,
I'm in.
so the Wolf Dogs are challenging the fucking family next week. Big fan of the family on your end. Am I right?
If you mean I pushed Tony D in 2K as a meme because I needed more people in the mid card, then sure.
Sounds great.
He's all right. He's another one that like whenever I was on my I'm gonna actually watch main event for like 3 weeks kick, he was on there and I was like, oh, he's pretty good. That's about it.
All right.
Didn't we see him at Raw or something too? Wasn't he on a main event match at Raw or something? I think. That's what started my kick is when I went to the thing and they did the main event taping.
That's what happened. It was a Raw that you went to that I didn't go to. That's where you saw Tony D.
Ah.
Because the one we both went to had like Damon Kemp.
Yeah, I remember Damon Kemp, and then like Shelton Benjamin was getting cheered like crazy.
Yeah, he got
fired him.
Huge pop, and then they fired. You're right, they did fucking fire him. Holy shit. So yeah, next week Wolf Dogs versus the family. I might actually try to tune in for that whole show if I can. Let's see here. Then we already talked about TNA. And then Thursday was the fucking Thursday was the kickoff. Trying to play off the Super Bowl.
Go.
Which is happening as not as we speak, but tonight, I think. I don't know. I don't watch the Pigskin game.
What is
the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. That's why it was called the kickoff, because they were in Vegas, and I guess the Super Bowl's in Vegas, and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
I don't
watch
taking
advantage of the media.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about it, or do you want me to talk about it?
The Pigskin game?
No, the fucking kickoff.
Oh, you go ahead.
So
I'll find a way to chime in, probably.
Well, you actually watched the whole thing. I didn't, so I feel like you should. I was actually out of town. I have plans Thursday nights usually, and where I was in the middle of things, I looked at my phone to check on everything, and I saw everything that had gone down, which was The Rock and Roman came out, and they basically announced, oh yeah, we're going to do the biggest match ever at WrestleMania, The Rock versus Roman, I don't care. Whatever the fuck Cody does, because I'm fucking deciding, basically.
Yep.
And Cody comes out and says, this is bullshit, and they do this huge thing where Rock, you talk about it more. I just want to say that I saw just the clips while I was in public, but I was not surrounded by wrestling fans, and I was trying not to mark out and freak out in public. So if you want to talk about the show as a whole and maybe the segment, that'd be great.
The show as a whole was kind of just eh. It was a kickoff show. They cut promos. It was very much like a big stage version of the old local territories. We're coming to your town and you're gonna see me kick some ass. It was basically a lot of that until we got to the Seth Rollins calls Cody. He's like, yeah, we're gonna do the big match, and then Roman interrupts him and gets full entrance because of course he does. I have kid in the background, don't mind me. Roman gets his full entrance because of course he does. Then he chooses The Rock. Then The Rock comes, puts over the bloodline, tells us how this is the most important match ever. There's no more royal family than the Samoan dynasty. Cody says this is bullshit because, everybody marked out because Jacob.5 is on the tree, which why wouldn't he be? He's in the family. Everyone's like, oh,
Look, I just hope they sign him.
Jacob.5 coming to WWE confirmed, and I'm just like, okay, Soul Man Rocky Johnson's about to come back and have another run then, I guess, too. Anyway.
Soul Man Rocky Johnson.
Anybody listening, yeah, he's gonna come back. He's getting another run.
Posthumously coming
But no, there's not really much to say. I feel like everybody who would be listening to this probably watched that.
That doesn't
or
matter.
At least
Talk about it anyway.
seen stuff online. What did you want me to say? It was awesome.
Yeah.
They turned The Rock heel.
They turned The Rock fucking
What?
heel, man. After all that, after you bitching and moaning, they're not gonna turn The Rock heel. They didn't do shit on purpose, and I'm not saying they did shit on purpose. They definitely didn't do anything on purpose. I'm just saying, or they probably definitely didn't do anything on purpose. But The Rock going heel is absolutely insane.
There was plot holes. It is.
What's that?
Well, I was just agreeing. The Rock turning heel is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I think we're having connectivity issues here.
Well, no,
too.
I had you muted for background noise, and so I needed you to repeat yourself.
Wow.
So do you think they're going to do the tag match in Perth? Hello?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah. I wouldn't be against it.
I hope they do. That said, it would be kind of weird because who's taking the pin in a match?
Daddy.
Who's taking a pin in a match where
You see? You supposed to be.
Women are in it.
Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth? No, none of those guys need to take a pin.
The
so
answer is they don't take a pin.
just end it in the
The answer is
schmoz.
they don't.
Dad.
Yeah, I guess so.
DQ Shmeeq.
Yeah. Then on SmackDown, Triple H comes out and cuts a promo and basically says he's in charge, and The Rock's exerting his non-existent power, and he needs to know his role and shut his mouth. And if he doesn't like that, it doesn't matter. And Drew and Pop for that.
Punch.
What you got going on over there?
Yeah. Oh, I missed something. I missed something on the press conference. After it was all said and done, Punk was like, I wouldn't stand for that. I would punch him in the face.
Oh yeah, and you can see Rock turn to him in the background too. Did you see that?
Yeah, he did. He turned and looked because he was still on the stage, and it was good. It was good. Like, are we setting up a possible Rock Punk match? Months from.
Yeah, not only months
No.
from now, but years after the last one.
Yeah,
Because that
it could be
happened
fun.
before. Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be there for that. Hell yeah. Also on SmackDown, they announced the chamber match, or matches, I think, that they're doing chamber matches for both. Excuse me. For both the, I don't know if it's supposed to be chamber match to determine the number one contender for the women's world title. Yeah, it would be for the number one contender. Yeah. And then also chamber matches to
For
make the number one
the other-
contender for
no.
the world title for the men. Yeah.
Don't say there one
Yep.
is.
And then let's see here. What they announced the qualifiers. One of the qualifying matches they had on SmackDown was Drew versus AJ.
You did.
And then Drew beat AJ after
Got
like LA
really
Knight.
bad robot voice.
It's like this.
Can you hear me?
You stop kicking.
No. No. I could hear. Can you hear me? That was it.
Okay, let's try to
Because
reconnect here for a
Quiet
second.
again now.
Hold on. Let's reconnect.
What else did I bury in the last week?
I don't know. We're back. Let's see if we can keep rolling here. I forgot to reset myself up with a wired connection, so that's on me, I guess. Real quick to finish up the SmackDown and Modern Notes, and we'll get to this freaking Nitro finally. So yeah, LA Knight beat, LA Knight. Drew McIntyre beat AJ with the interference of LA Knight.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair qualified for her Elimination Chamber. I think it was a qualifier. And she beat Micha and Mia Yim. Dakota Kai and Bailey had a promo segment where Dakota Kai aligns with Bailey, which is cool.
Is she actually aligned with Bailey? She was like, "You and me,
I mean,
bro."
she pretty well swung a chair at the. I mean, that can, they can just say, "Oh, I was working, and I was actually with the damage control all along."
It's a swerve, bro.
But I think it makes more sense to have Dakota and Bailey against Io, Asuka, and Kyrie, and then just put one more person with Bailey and Dakota than it does to try to find 3 people to join Bailey against them. Because it would make sense if we had Sasha, but we don't have Sasha. We'll get to that later.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Also, Charlotte's hurt anyway, but I heard she's making really good progress. So, at least that's what Conrad says.
That's good. I guess he would know because he's in the family.
Yeah. He said that, I guess also she made some posts about being on the treadmill already post-surgery, and that was a couple weeks ago even, I want to say. So,
I've seen those.
Charlotte's a freak in nature. She'll be back in no time, and she'll be better than ever. Charlotte's always been fucking goated. Even if you are sick of Charlotte being pushed, you can at least recognize that she's probably the best women's wrestler in the world, or at least probably top 5.
Speaking of a Flair, probably a good place to end it.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention real fast, Orton beat Sami Zayn to qualify. DIY beat, it was Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Are they calling them British Strong Style or Mustache Mountain? Do you know? I don't know.
They're British Strong Style, right? Because them two and Trent Seven.
Yeah, but they call
trio?
the trio is British Strong Style. And then the tag team is Mustache Mountain, but the tag team was always Tyler Bate and Trent Seven.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Pete and Tyler have a name.
British Strong Style.
All right. Tyler Bate did an airplane spin, giant swing combo. It was sick as hell. And since they won, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate won, and they're going to challenge the Judgment Day for the tag titles, apparently.
Heck yeah.
I assume in Australia? Which will probably be awesome, especially for Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. They'll probably get a huge reception in Australia, I would assume. And then Randy Orton beat Sami Zayn. And that was awesome. Or I guess it's awesome. I kind of wish that Sami Zayn could have got qualified. And then on Dynamite, only AEW news I have is that they announced that they're doing a show called Big Business in Boston. And it's Boston with a $sign. And I wonder who that could be. Probably Okada.
I was gonna make a joke about that and say someone completely unrelated.
Yeah, I wanted to also, but I couldn't think of anybody, so that's why I said Okada. So they probably have Mercedes. If they had both, I think they should do both, though.
Yeah, that would be badass if everyone thinks it's just Sasha Mercedes and then Okada shows up.
Yeah,
I'd probably pop harder for Okada. No offense to Mercedes, but
nah, I think they're both big deal. I think technically, mainstream wise, Mercedes is a way bigger deal, but I would pop for both pretty equally, honestly.
I mean, I like her, but I'm not huge. Like, there's people who are like, they will faint when she shows up. I'm not quite that far, but like, she's a good hand. I like her.
She's a good hand. All right, we're moving on to Nitro. I'm tired of talking modern stuff, and I'm tired of everything
Look,
else.
you show me big.
Dijak is good. You leave Dijak alone.
Man, fuck Dijak.
Oh, these fighting words.
There we go. Fucking put that on Twitter, TikTok, or
Oh
whatever.
no, controversial.
Controversy. I hear that creates cash, but I'm fucking broke, so let's go. Alright, you all zeroed out for Nitro today. Hello?
Yeah, I'm ready for the WCW.
Alright. We're watching WCW Monday Nitro. If you didn't see the logo, or you probably read the episode title, I don't know. Season 1, Episode 5 on Peacock. The date is October 2nd, 1995, and the description reads Randy Savage versus Lex Luger. I'm all zeroed out. Are you all zeroed out? I think you just said you were.
I am.
That's great. I'm going to do a countdown that's going to sound like 3, 2, 1, play. It might also sound like 3, 2, 1, go. It has sounded like that once or twice before. We've already been here forever. So let's get going. 3, 2, 1, play. And I'm going to track this intro.
Drums with that sweet Nitro music.
That sweet, sweet Nitro music.
Coming to you live from the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. It is WCW Monday Nitro on TNT. Randy Savage is going to be facing Lex Luger. Luger's career on the line. Ric Flair and Arn Anderson in this double main event. Ric Flair's pride is on the line. And it is all coming to you live from Denver. I'm Eric Fisher.
You hear that? Ric Flair's pride is on the line. We got
Yeah.
Mongo and his doggy. His dog's got spring-loaded eyeballs. I don't know what those kind of glasses are called.
The dang dog has glasses. Let's go.
Let's go. We love Mongo.
We
Oh,
love
hey,
Bobby the Brain
Mongo!
Heenan.
Mongo got announced to be in the Football Hall of Fame.
Hey, that's cool.
I already said...
Oh, hey, look, it's Ric Flair.
It's gonna be a mile high night. You'll never forget Rocky Balboa. Me and Double A live right there. Woo! Double A, I'm coming your way, big boy.
I like to think that that wasn't part of the format, and that's just Ric Flair being Ric Flair.
God, I hope so. I don't think that we could intelligibly hear any of that. I'm just guessing. But like I could barely tell what he said. I don't think secondhand microphone really could pick that up.
Right.
We got Macho in the ring from last week arguing with Luger.
Yeah, so why is Luger's career on the line? He literally just got here.
He literally just got here. Because
Here,
Macho
would you
said,
like a bunch of money to come work for us? Okay, it's been 5 weeks. You're fired.
Macho said, "Fuck you." That's why.
He's the Macho. He can do what he wants, and I agree. That's right, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
I'm so glad they showed the replay of Macho hitting the elbow on. I know we've done this at least 3 times now, but is he the? What is his gimmick right now? Beefcake?
The Giant? Oh, I don't know.
He's
You're
not
asking
the
too much of
disciple.
me.
He's the Zodiac. That's what he is. He's the Zodiac.
Yeah, the Renegade is Warrior, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not Warrior, but yeah.
Well, whatever. Because I'm looking at a list of workers, and I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't see the Zodiac or anything on the list.
What's the full card for this show?
Okay, so Lex Luger versus Randy Savage. If Luger loses, he must leave WCW. Then we're gonna get Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
And
brother.
then Ric Flair versus Arn Anderson for Pride, apparently.
Honestly, pretty sick card. It's too bad they're going to fill up most of the showtime with replays from the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, and Bischoff yelling and saying, "Look at my hair, I'm so gorgeous," and whatnot.
I can't wait to shave it off. Fuck CM Punk.
Them are also fighting words, but we don't have to bury the Young Bucks in the middle of the Nitro.
I'm just doing the Eric Bischoff bit.
Okay.
I too love CM Punk, but I also don't hate the Young Bucks. Anyways, I think they're done showing fucking replays of the last several weeks here. What's going on here?
All I'm saying is Matthew and Nicholas is probably not that far from real life, in my opinion. Anyway,
I don't think any of us have any grounds to really say that.
no, I'm
in real life.
just saying that off of like a feeling that I have. I don't know them personally or anything.
Yeah. Anyway, here's Lex Luger doing the peck pops and all kinds of shit. Big flex for the thing, and then pyro. I love this camera shot. They did it for Macho last week, where it's like a camera shot, kind of shot to the left, where you can still see the WCW logo, and they pop pyro in the background and stuff. I really like it. I really like it.
This is like an all-timer set, and all it is a bunch of logos and trusses.
Yeah, I'm into it. It is different than yeah.
Someone would probably put that over, yeah. The sweet Macho Man music.
Yeah, and he's got the fucking spinning pyro. Holy shit. This is
Is he red and yellowed out of his mind yet?
Look. No, he's just colorful.
Yeah, he's just rainbow colorful.
I'm into it though.
Heck yeah.
Look, his jacket looks very DIY. Respectfully, in a good way.
Yeah.
Big matches are, and the action is live every week here on TNT, the only place you get it live. Every week.
Macho giving him the fucking stanky eye right there, brother. Not many people could give a fucking go fuck yourself face better than Randy Savage.
You know what we haven't been doing the whole time we've been doing this Nitro podcast?
What's that?
Looking at Raw.
Oh my god, yeah, what was on Raw?
Let's see if I can find out.
What was on Raw October 2nd, 1995? That's a good shout, you know?
So Vince McMahon was on commentary with Jerry Lawler, apparently.
Okay.
Oof.
No
Razor...
King. Or no King. No JR.
Yeah, no JR. Razor Ramon defeated the 1-2-3 Kid.
Oh, is it no, because that would be...
No, Razor beat him.
Okay,
so no, it's not that one.
Before or after that one then?
Since he's called the 1-2-3 Kid, I'm gonna guess it was after.
After? Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Just a guess, unless somebody just typed that. Yeah.
Not posthumously, but you know, after the fact.
Yeah. Before it happened or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Hunter Hearst Helmsley, it's typed like that.
Yeah.
Defeated Barry Horowitz.
Okay.
Yep. And then PG-13, which is JC Ice and Wolfie D, defeated Al Brown and Sonny Rogers. And then Bret Hart.
Hold on.
Oh.
I don't know who anyone you read that last one off again. I don't think I know anyone.
I don't
you just
know
said.
any of them either.
Say it
JC Ice and Wolfie D defeated Al Brown and Sonny Rogers.
You said something about PG-13?
That was their tag name.
Oh, okay.
Ice and yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know any of those.
Nope, me either. And the bell has rang on Macho Man and Luger.
Oh no, they've been wrestling for a minute now. They just
Oh,
came back
have they?
from. Yeah. They just came back in from the
Oh, we just
outside.
came back from break. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give a time code. We're at 8 minutes and 45, 46, 47.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
I was just in the other tab, and I came back, and they were just standing there, so I thought that it was just starting.
You done missed outside brawling and everything.
Damn. Oh, and he slapped him.
Kick to the midsection. Awesome shoot off there. I really like that shoot off for some reason.
I just really like the Macho Man. Just the
That might
gimmick, the charisma, the guy, just everything. Good.
that might be the thing I'm most excited for. Or one of the things is that
Man.
I hardly saw any Macho Man, so like this is gonna be more Macho Man than I've ever been exposed to. I've seen,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty excited for that at least.
Those tights, those boots, if he'd throw a few super kicks, man, you would love him. Bret Hart defeated Jean-Pierre Lafayette on Raw. That
we're
was
gonna be.
insane.
We've already kind of buried the lead a little bit. We're gonna be at Dynamite on the 21st. I might make a sign
And
for
Rampage.
And Rampage, yeah. Which would be Friday the 23rd.
Yeah.
Um,
Something like that.
I might make a sign for the podcast. I don't know. We'll see. And as a bit, I'm assuming you're gonna have a "Fuck the Young Bucks" sign, and I'll have a "Let's Go Young Bucks" sign.
I'm gonna wear my CM Punk shirt.
Shit. Do I have a CM Punk shirt anymore? I used to have the white one, the Ringer tee, the OG.
Ooh. Speaking of the OG Ringer tee, I got that shit ordered.
No fucking way. You ordered one?
I did.
I might do it when I have money.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
It's like a pre-order because they haven't started like rolling them out, so I won't get it until like March.
Yeah.
But let me look at my emails real quick because I ordered one.
Yeah, so we're gonna be at the Nitro. Right now, it would be in a week and a half, give or take. And do we know what's advertised for that show?
No, we have no idea.
I assume Sting will be there, and that's 90%
Sting,
of the
Darby, Bucks.
That's 90% of the reason I wanted to go, just because it'll be the last chance I'll ever get to see Sting. Which I was there.
Yeah.
I was there for his return match at Double or Nothing. It was the AEW pay-per-view in Jacksonville. It was the first pay-per-view back with fans post-COVID. I fucking drove 22 hours to be at that show, and it was Sting's first match back in the ring for real, and it was the fucking loudest pop all night was Sting taking off his shirt and firing up. It was incredible, man. So now I got to be there, and then I'll go see the Stinger on the 21st, which would be about 2.5 weeks before his last match, which will be at Revolution, which I think is March 3rd or something like that. Something like that.
But that's how I eventually was like, okay, yeah, we gotta go, because, Sting and...
It'll literally be the last chance you and I will ever get to see Sting.
I've never actually seen Sting live, because, I've only been to a few WWE shows, and it wasn't during the time where he weirdly showed up there, so...
Yeah, right? We got Macho and Luger working like crazy out here.
Yep.
Homie just got dropped on the rails.
As much as I crap on the Young Bucks, that Darby Sting Young Bucks program seems like it'll be pretty good business. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't see the beatdown, but I saw their suits. Did you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the spy versus spy bullshit.
No. They beat down Sting and Darby, and they were wearing all white suits and got blood all over them, and it was fucking awesome.
heard that they had like white baseball bats, which was like
Oh,
I
really?
got it.
That's cool.
Yeah, they had white baseball bats.
I knew that it would be good shit as soon as they announced it, or they implied it. Like, there's no way the Bucks aren't going to give Sting an incredible last match. And I hope with everything in my soul. I assume Flair will be on the outside, unfortunately. They'll do the,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love you. They might even say it to Flair on the outside, and then they'll hit the double super kick on Sting, and Sting will no-sell it, he'll fire up, and then they'll fucking super kick party him like 15 more times and just pin him. Just shut him down and fucking pin him. Huge heel heat, win the tag titles.
You're not on board with this Rick Flair heel turn just because Rick and Sting lol?
If I was like 15 years older, I might be into this, into Ric Flair turning heel on Sting. I'm kind of Listen. I'm kind of in the boat where I kind of don't want to see Flair on TV at all.
Yeah, I get that.
I can kind of get on board with it just for Sting. Like, if you say, oh, it's a favorite of Sting, then I just like, okay, I love Sting. I can tolerate this for Sting. As my wife has pointed out, search your feelings, you know it to be true. Sting is the greatest of all time. And I think that I've come around on that. We're talking over the Giant just chokeslammed Macho Man. Let's call this finish here. I think Luger's about to get the torture rack on Savage after he got chokeslammed to fucking hell. Here we go.
Oh no, not the dreaded.
Well, he had Hogan across his shoulders a couple weeks ago.
Look at Savage.
He's out.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Yes.
Luger, your winner.
Luger, your winner. You heard him, folks.
Who would have guessed?
Look at all those Hogan headbands in the crowd, man. I say all of them. I see like 2 or 3. You heard Bischoff just said he'll be feeling the torture rack for the next 6 to 8 weeks, so make sure 6 weeks from now we make sure that Macho Man's still selling his back.
Oh my God!
Advertisement for WCW Saturday Night that we don't watch. Oh hey, fucking Duggan's here already?
Yeah, it's where the big boys play.
Is that
You gotta love it.
Duggan apparently qualifies for that? I know he was over in Mid-South. Even seeing Duggan in like WWF when he was over, I was just kind of like, oh, I don't get it. But maybe you just had to be 8 years old in the 80s to be into that.
Yeah, I mean, he had a 2x4. He yelled "ho." He was American. It was a different time.
Oh, I think Disco's coming out.
Ah, fuck.
Just turn the fucking show off. Get this punk ass out. He was in the best match last week, though.
I didn't say that. Did I say that on the air? Or were we? I didn't say that.
I believe you read a cage match comment that said that Disco was in the best match. What do you think of this intro, man? Holy shit.
I mean, it goes hard, but like
it kind of does. The pointing at the disco ball that's like faded on the screen.
Dance.
That's great shit, though.
I guess.
Oh,
because it's
the
like
music
he can't
shifted.
Even do his.
What's happening?
Oh no!
Who is that? Is that Eddie Guerrero? Hell yeah, brother!
It was Eddie Guerrero.
I could do without the stock mariachi music, but hell yeah, Eddie Guerrero. And he has got fucking glitter galore on his gear here.
Disco Inferno is a good gimmick. I just think people don't like Glenn Gilberti.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's 50% a bit, 50% for real.
Well, yeah. Some of it is probably just a bit, but
I will have to say, this is pre-mullet Eddie Guerrero. He isn't quite, I'm the fucking greatest of all time mullet Eddie Guerrero.
I feel like if I was a wrestler, I would probably be like some sort of Disco Inferno-esque gimmick. Just
Oh, for
I
sure.
Don't care. Yeah.
You'd come out dressed up as Disco Inferno, you'd point at a disco ball, you'd say, fuck the Young Bucks, and then you'd leave.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's all I do. I don't wrestle or nothing. I just say something stupid.
You're just somebody's manager, and the payoff is that you take a bump eventually, and it's awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm in.
Oh, hey, here's the shot of Main Event. They had a show called Main Event on WCW?
I guess.
I guess so. We got a clip of Eddie wrestling Jushin Thunder Liger. And here comes the frog splash, I'm assuming. Hell yeah. Eddie Guerrero successful on a show that's not this show, which makes me think he's gonna lose.
I mean, probably. He is Eddie Guerrero. But to be fair, Dean Malenko is Dean Malenko too, so...
Yeah. We're not quite to the part of Nitro where the luchadors and the cruiserweights start the show. I wonder when we get that far.
No,
whoa!
I'm not sure.
Did you see that fucking flip kip up gimmick from Dean Malenko?
Yeah.
I've
Dean
seen
Malenko's good.
Almost no Dean Malenko matches, by the way.
I've seen a few.
I know he's incredible.
Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho stuff, you know.
Yeah, I've seen some of that. I've seen like the good little flippy doos here, and I say that respectfully. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I've seen the angle where like Dean wasn't allowed to wrestle in a match or something, but he wrestled under a hood, and then he takes the mask off at the end, and it's like a huge pop. It's like the biggest thing he ever did, apparently, or something. Besides the Radicals, obviously. And, of course, all-time, greatest of all-time fucking partner in the Radicals, Perry Saturn. No
and
comments.
Then Dean Malenko gets that sweet-ass WWF theme and that Tron where it says Malen Kinky.
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Isn't his music Cesaro's music or something? Or
one of Cesaro's songs was basically a remix of Malenko's theme, yeah.
Okay, I'm aware of that, but I don't know about Malen Kinky. Also,
It was on his Tron.
Sold my Perry Saturn reference.
I don't know too much about Perry Saturn, honestly.
I know that he is struggling really hard with head trauma these days, and if you're listening to this, you should look into that and try to support him if you can. I'm sure there's a website or something, and holy shit, here's global piece of shit Hulk Hogan.
I want to tell you something, Jimmy Hart. You're my best friend. It's one thing not to be able to sleep at night, but right now, I can't live with myself. We're going to hunt this giant down right here in Denver. We're going to face him eye to eye, and we're going to put an end to all his shenanigans. Are you with me or are you against me?
Hulkster, I'm with you, man, but I'm trying to tell you something, man.
I'm with you, man.
The giant knows you're going to be in the building tonight. You don't need to be in here. You won't believe what he did to the Macho Man.
Brother, let me tell you, Jimmy Hart, calm down. I'm not the big picture now. It's all those little hostess that believe in me, man. If he wipes me out, so be it. They'll carry on for me. But let's get it on. Let's get it over with.
Let's get it on.
You can help me.
By
Let's
God.
do it. Come on, Jimmy.
That's like, have you seen the promo that's like, I'm gonna crank your knob, and I'm gonna crank it just right.
Yeah.
That fucking Hogan did.
That video goes around every few months.
But Brock saying, I'm coming for you, and I'm coming
I'm
hard.
coming, Seth. I'm coming hard.
Yeah.
You can't talk about Brock now.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Especially Brock coming. You can't.
Woo! Anyway, pinfall here by Dean Malenko. Eddie kicks out. God damn.
I sent you a screenshot on Discord.
Oh, I'm supposed to look at my phone whenever we're recording, but you won't, motherfucker?
Yeah, fucker mucker.
Fucker mother. Fucker mother.
That's a Conradism too. Mucker fucker or whatever.
Yeah, I said fucker mother though on accident.
Oh, I mean, some people are into MILFs, I guess.
The Malen Kinky.
Yeah, it like goes through like Malen outstanding. Yeah, it like has a bunch of different words, notorious, and then it just throws kinky in there randomly.
That's a Russo, right?
Malinkin exciting, notorious, outstanding.
So wait,
kinky.
all these words say have Malen at the beginning. Is that
Yeah.
Malen exciting? Malen outstanding?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Mel exciting. Yeah, let me.
That's pretty rough.
Yep. The theme music was badass, though.
So what do you think about these people theorizing that Triple H is going to come out of retirement and wrestle The Rock?
He's not.
There you go. You heard it here, folks.
If he could, he would, though.
Hey, Eddie Guerrero gets the fucking cradle kind of... It's not a cradle. Some kind of fucking pinfall on Dean Malenko there, though. Eddie Guerrero wins.
Yeah, no. His Tron is basically just that, and then girls dancing all over the screen. Anyway, Eddie Guerrero gets the win, because he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a Guerrero.
Here's Dean Malenko pulling him back into the ring.
He's like, I'm gonna beat you up, maybe. Or do I respect you, Booker Man?
Yeah. They did the I respect you, Booker Man, where they shake hands.
I respect you, Booker Man.
And then they said they're going to do a rematch at some point.
May as well.
And they're going to break. So yeah, Triple H definitely not coming out of retirement. He already said that he's not interested in wrestling again because, like, why risk heart stuff? Because that's what got him out of the ring in the first place, is that he had heart issues. That came out of nowhere, and apparently he got really close to dying. And that would have been honestly devastating, you know? There's a couple of, like, celebrities, pseudo-celebrities, who I would probably call out of work for out of grief, and Triple H is definitely one of them. Do you have any of those?
I mean, not really. I don't think I would call out at work over, but I would definitely be...
I might be exaggerating, but I don't know. I've always said that if, knocking on wood a whole bunch before I say this out loud, I always said if Jackie Chan died, I would probably call out of work.
Yeah.
I hold Jackie Chan really close to my heart. Like, Shanghai Noon was a big movie for me as a little kid, and that might mean nothing to somebody who's older than me. But like as a kid, Shanghai Noon was like it was like a top 10 movie for me growing up. And I liked Shanghai Nights, even though I don't think anybody fucking saw that movie.
When we lost Bray, that's probably the closest I got to what you were describing. I went to work, but I like actively avoided people.
Yeah. I feel you there. Let's hear what Hogan has to say.
Last night, I was with a little buddy of mine, Jason Pittman, brother, a little teeny Hulkamaniac, who's getting ready for a double lung transplant, brother.
Hey, pull up a ding for every time he says brother.
Belly up to the bar.
I mean, if we use Discord, I could probably do something.
Take him on and put him down, brother.
Ding.
And Jason, that's why I'm here. And since That big giant isn't out here in the ring right now. He must be in the back, brother. And just like I'm gonna rip this shirt off right now, brother.
He's ripping the shirt off, brother.
Since the giant's not here.
This is probably the most Hogan's ever sold for in his whole career, right?
What's he gonna do, brother?
Yeah, probably.
I'll tell you what, Hulk Hogan promised that Hulk Hogan t-shirt to one of the Hulkamaniacs here at ringside. On Monday
He's got the
Nitro.
double, like, gold
As you
chain
know, Hogan
gimmick
to
with the
meet
cross.
Giant in Detroit on October the 29th, when it's machine versus machine and man versus man at Halloween Havoc.
Wait, you're not a fan of the?
Just random soundboard?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute! This granny just threw powder in his face! Ah, he took out Jimmy Hart! Please, for the love of God, stop.
Heck yeah. Give it to him.
You see, this is what makes the WCW Monday Nitro so
Wonder who that
exciting,
could be.
baby. You never know what's gonna
It's Granny, man.
That's no woman.
Grannies have a long history
That's
in
no
pro
ordinary.
wrestling.
Yeah, that's no ordinary granny. It's a stunt granny.
Oh my God! Did you watch that when that came out?
No.
I did. I fucking. Oh God, what was it called? Just like the Secrets of Pro Wrestling or something?
Secrets of the Ring or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
might
yeah.
be confusing it with something.
No, I definitely saw that though. But it also said that like they give out signs, which maybe they have in like some shows. I've never been to a wrestling show where they give out signs though. Oh shit. He's gonna kill Hulk again. He killed Hulk again! Hulk's dead! Hulk's dead! Oh, Kevin fucking Sullivan. Oh, he
He's in the
shaves the
neck
mustache!
brace.
This is the thing where he shaves the mustache!
Oh, where we get weird. Yeah. Oh man. That's probably the last time he had no mustache too.
I know he shaved it for some movies. That might even be why they're doing it. He was like, oh, I gotta shave it. Yo, he shaved him into a fucking Hitler!
Wow.
He did! He did! It's literally right there on your screen! You saw it!
I mean, I guess, but you didn't know.
Who the fuck is this guy beating up Giant? Oh, get fucked, J-Bron. I'm gonna fucking stop track. I've been tracking for like way too long. Oh, that's fucking Buff Bagwell, I think.
Yeah, American males. American males.
Oh,
American males.
It's the Nasty Boys. Fuck!
Oh.
Oh, fucking play a shitty fucking sound effect for the Nasty Boys. I hate the Nasty Boys. Yeah, that sums up my feelings perfectly. I fucking hate the Nasty Boys.
Yeah, they're not great.
I have I guess I haven't talked about my list of wrestlers that I have an irrational hate for on this podcast.
Nasty Boys, Hulk Hogan, Brutus Beefcake.
Hold on.
Disco Inferno.
Hold on. Brutus the Beefcake and Disco Inferno is kind of a bit, and Hulk Hogan I hate for being a racist. I have a list of wrestlers who I hate for literally no reason. I just look at them and go, oh wow, I don't like you. Or like maybe I don't like their name, maybe I don't like their gear, maybe I don't like their finish.
The Young Bucks are like the modern day Nasty Boys to me.
Oh really?
I just figured it out.
You just look at them and you're like, I don't like them.
I'm just like, they just look like assholes.
I hate the Nasty Boys. They're on the list. I hate fucking I don't like Sid. I think I would like Sid. If I saw Sid now, I would love Sid. But I wasn't there for it, so I hate Sid.
Yeah.
I hate Mike Awesome just because I think his name is dumb.
I mean, it is kind of a.
And what's the dude? Angelico's tag team partner? Jack Evans. I fucking hate Jack Evans. He might be on the top of my list. All right.
And Eddie Edwards.
Yeah. Eddie Edwards can go on the list. Jack
I'm
Evans
just
is
not
pretty.
a fan.
Jack Evans is pretty high on the list for me.
I don't like hate Eddie Edwards. I don't get it.
Actively not in. Oh, so he's your Dijak. But I'm also
Yeah,
not.
I guess.
I'm also not into Eddie Edwards. So anyway, Flair's coming out. He's got pyro. He's not even fucking posing. He's like, I'm about to beat the shit out of my best friend.
So do we hate Ric Flair? Do you hate Ric Flair because of
Uh,
plain incidents?
SA? Yes. I think there's a little bit more to it than just like I think that I'm a little over hating somebody for hating anyone for anything they did 20 years ago. I'm a little over that. You know, I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I don't expect you to be the same person you were 5 years ago or anybody else. That doesn't mean anybody deserves forgiveness or doesn't deserve forgiveness. I think it's a little bit much to assume that they're the same exact person they were 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago.
I groan when I see Rick on like wrestling shows in the modern day, but like every time I watch old stuff and Rick's on it, I'm just like, hell yeah, love that Ric Flair, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'd have a beer with Rick if I could, but he's also done some bad things.
Yes. I mean, I think that there's a difference. Like, my hate for Ric Flair and my hate for Hogan are a little bit different, you know? I think there's more to the Ric Flair stuff than we know. Meaning, I think he's done a whole lot of bad stuff that isn't talked about. Kind of like Vince was for a long time, and maybe it'll come out eventually. But we don't know that.
Maybe.
Not that I want to compare those two things in any way. I probably shouldn't have even said that out loud, to be honest with you. Immediate regret, honestly. But I think him getting drunk and showing his cock to a flight attendant is one thing. But like what Hogan did, where he's just saying absolutely abhorrent things, is another, when he's in like a sound mind. Not that I really know that if Hogan's ever in a sound mind. This dude's constantly making up lies, and he probably believes it himself just because he's got so much fucking brain damage.
Because he's Hulk Hogan.
He's fucking... And everything just kind of blends together for him, I guess.
Well, you know who is awesome and we should, put over more?
Arn Anderson. Hell yeah, man. We love Arn. We fucking love Arn, man. I don't think Arn Anderson's ever done a bad thing in his life.
If I could just like become anybody from any era, I would want to be Arn Anderson.
Would you really?
Kinda, I don't know. He seems like a cool dude, and he also seems like he's seen some shit.
Well, hold on. We can keep putting over Arn, but just give me a second here. We've been burying a whole bunch of people this podcast, and I want to add one more person to the list.
Uh-oh.
Fuck Ole Anderson, too.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You don't know?
I guess it's not.
Ole Anderson's a Klan member.
Just watching Nitro. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Also, even if he wasn't a Klan member, anyone who gives shit to Teddy Long is on my shit list. I fucking love Teddy Long. Also, Ric Flair's probably has allegedly given shit to Teddy Long, so that's another reason for me to not super love Ric Flair.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that is a story out there.
Yep.
I don't know. I've loved Ric Flair for so long that I don't know. It's weird.
It's hard to... He just kicked him in the nuts. Rick just kicked him in
like the midsection.
It almost looked like the nuts. He's not selling it like it was, though.
It's like Ric Flair to me is what Jeff Hardy is to some people. Like, how many times? I don't know.
You're willing to give them too many chances because you love them so much.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy's got like unlimited cool factor, man.
He literally can screw up
Spinebuster
once a year, and people still love him, and I'm just like, I don't get it, but I do, because that's how I feel about Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard to figure out your fandom sometimes when you find out somebody's done not great things
Yeah.
in their personal life, you know? It's easier for some people than it is for others. We
And
really
fuck
need to.
Sunny, because she's not ever gonna be able to defend herself. So
Okay.
She fucked up bad.
Well, you can say that if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but
I don't know.
what do you think of this?
Honestly, I kind of feel more sorry for her. Like,
No,
you
yeah.
had like everything, and then you did this with your life, but it's kind of sad. It's more sad than anything. Like, I actually just feel bad for her. Like, you couldn't figure it out. This is where you're at now. Good luck.
We're talking over a pretty good match here.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, that's the gimmick, isn't
That
it?
is the gimmick. Yeah, you're right. You're fair. But yeah,
We're just
in the
hanging out and
ring,
watching
love
some
both these
technical
guys.
wrestling.
You punched him in the face, as you said, technical wrestling.
I mean,
How much longer do we have Arn for?
well, I mean, he's still with us.
That's not what I mean. How
I
many more
know.
matches do we have Arn for?
I don't
Before
know.
his My Spot promo.
Oh, technical elbow right to the nose.
Yep.
And he's going into the figure four.
We're
It
at
looks like we're
40 minutes
Oh,
and
he's-
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Dive into the big punch. Just had to give a time code there. Do you have
a
any
couple seconds behind.
I think
but
I
it's
asked you a
fine.
minute ago. Do you have any cage match comments?
Let's not read the cage match comments.
No, they're not. No good ones this week.
No, not really.
We'll check back in later.
There's 42 valid votes, and the show has averaged a 6.62 rating from those fans.
Out of 10, out of 100.
Out of 10, yeah.
Okay,
It's only just middle.
I thought it was a pretty good show so far, honestly.
I mean,
I
there's
was.
going to be some people that rate it low just because Disco Inferno's on there, so.
That's fair.
It's not the be-all, end-all, the cage match. It's just a useful tool for fans to kind of, put over what they like and don't like. And that's all it should ever be. No billionaire owners of wrestling companies should be using that to judge if they're successful or not. Anyway.
Jesus.
What? Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Call the match. What?
Doubling
Hey, hold
down
on.
on it.
What does Paul E have to say about this match?
What does Paul E have to, did Paul Heyman have something to say about random WCW?
I don't know. Does he?
I don't know. I'm not Bruce. I can't just.
Come on, monkey clap. Shit. Oh, here comes fucking Brian Pillman.
Well, good sir. Here comes Brian Pillman.
There we go.
Paul Heyman is on the other show, I think. Finally. So, DQ Schmeeq, this is the main event, isn't it?
Yep.
My God. So, technically, Ric Flair
Damn, they're
picks up the win
smacking the
here.
shit out of each other here.
Heck yeah, man.
Stiff the fuck out of one another. Or at least it looked like it, which I guess it's supposed to.
Ric Flair won the match, but he has not won his pride because he's getting destroyed.
No. They fucking called for the bell before he even jibed on him, so. I'll track this, see if something happens.
Said Atlantis was an island, and we all know what happened to that place, don't we? The Nature Boy, Ric
Great
Flair,
call by Mongo.
is out. And I said it, I'll say it again. We're not done with him yet. A nightmarish form of deja vu.
I guess we're not getting anything special here, just Flair get the shit beat out of him, and then Arn and Bryan make their way out of the ring. We got a minute and a half left in the show, and they go to break. So I think they're just going to talk about the show here. I guess I'll go ahead and track this.
If you're an island, you're in trouble. You've got to have friends. What I just heard is going to shock everyone watching. It's going to shock you too, because it shocked me. Nick Bockwinkel may be Nature Boy's best friend. Bockwinkel saw what happened. Flair asked for a cage match right here next week, live on Nitro. Flair, Arn Anderson.
Cage match next week. Arn and Rick. What do you think about that, bud?
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Six of your closest friends are going to be there, I understand.
That's smart, that's smart. Let me tell you, that's the only way he's going to get that man one-on-one where there can be no interference. Well, I don't know why they were concerned that much about interference, but to put Arn Anderson in the cage, Ric Flair in the cage, lock that door, it's like putting two animals in there. Someone's not going to walk out of that cage. I guarantee you that. Maybe two. Woo! I'm going back home, baby!
It is coming your way live next Monday from the Rosemont.
All right, next Monday we got Sting and the Shark.
Sal Boone.
Was that Rey Mysterio? You talked over it. I didn't hear it. And then it was Hawk and something. But yeah, Sabu next week. Hell yeah, man. So,
Malik Kinky.
that was it. That was the show. Malin Kinky is the big takeaway there, I guess.
Yeah.
What did you think of Nitro, bud?
It was alright.
It was alright. I thought it was a pretty decent show. It was one of the better shows so far, 3 good matches. We're still
No Sting, though.
no Sting. We're not quite to the point where we're starting every show with the cruiserweights, so.
Nope. Yeah, we had it in the middle, sort of. I mean, sort of, kind of.
Any leftover thoughts about We Want Cody?
By God, we want Cody, and we are willing to shove chicken nuggets up our ass, and we want Cody.
All right, by God.
Do you even understand that?
Yeah, I watched that. I watched the whole clip. I watched the whole clip.
You saw The Rock? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally, before I came home to watch the press conference after hearing The Rock say that about the nuggets I went and bought a 20-piece McNugget and sat down.
So fucking...
All right. Let's watch this press conference then, Rock.
I remember you showing me that you were eating chicken nuggets, and I didn't even put together that. You know what I mean?
You didn't put together that's why I did it?
No.
That's why I was telling you about the chicken nuggets? Yes.
That did not...
of The Rock.
Did not even cross my mind.
Like, do you want to say we shove chicken nuggets up our ass because we want Cody? So I'm going to eat some nuggets and watch you turn heel here. And it was good business.
It was good business. And this podcast, this week's episode was pretty good business. Besides the little bit of audio in the middle, I think we kind of picked up there for the show. That was 2 Marks Pod. Follow us on all of our socials. Can I fucking get the outro out?
No.
Goddamn. Well, you can do it.
That was 2 Marks Podcasts, and by God, we're all time on WCW Nitro!
You peaked your mic so hard, I didn't hear any of that, and you didn't plug any of our socials. You suck at this.
You see?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you for like 5 weeks.
All right. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. Anything else you could think of, it's all at 2markspod, pretty much. If you have questions for us, send them at 2marksquestions@protonmail.com. And now we're desperately out of time! Do the thing.
Slap, Nick!
All
What
right.
thing?